Hello, myself Dr. Chitra Khade. Today we will see about the optical fiber. First, optical fiber are very important element in communication, medical field and military application. The term optical fiber is discovered by scientist company. In 1960, it had been established that light could be guided by the glass fiber. Optical fiber is very thin glass or plastic pipe designed to guide the light waves along the length of the fiber. Fiber optic is a technology in which signals are converted from electrical into optical signal, transmitted through a thin glass fiber and reconverted into the electrical signals. An optical fiber is a cylindrical waveguide made up of transparent glass or plastic which guides the light waves along its length by total internal reflection. It is as thin as human hair, approximately 70 micrometer or 0.003 inch in diameter. Then we have to see what are the advantage of this optical fiber over the ordinary cables. That one carry the much more information than that of the ordinary cable. It is flexible and strong. It carry the much longer distance than the ordinary cable. Immune to electromagnetic noise. Light in weight, smaller in size. It is unaffected by the atmospheric agents. Less hazardous than the ordinary cable. That's why that are the more beneficial for the communication or other application characteristics of the optical fiber. That one carry the more data due to the higher bandwidth. Carry data over a long distance at very high speed. Fiber can bend or twist, means it will be the flexible. Reduce the crosstalk possibility, means losses of the energy or the data is the very much less in this the optical fiber. It will be the not hazardous. Then we see the basic structure of this the optical fiber. That the optical fiber is consist of the three parts: core, cladding, sheath or jacket or coating. That one is the shown in this the figure. And here we have to see the what is the diameter of this the three coating in this the optical fiber. Now we have to see the details of this the three parts of that the optical fiber. First one part, innermost part of this the cylindrical region where the light travels, known as the core. In general, the diameter of the core is of the order of 8.5 micrometer to 62.5 micrometer. Then the second one coating is the cladding. Core is surrounded by the coaxial middle region known as the cladding. The diameter of the cladding is of the order of the 125 micrometer. The refractive index of cladding is always lower than that of the core. Cladding keep the size of the fiber constant and reduces the loss of the light from the core. That the cladding protects the fiber from the physical damage, and that's why it will be reduce the cone of acceptance and increases the rate of transmission of the data. Then the third one, outermost covering of this the optical fiber is the sheath. The outermost region is called as a sheath or the protective buffer coating. The coating can vary in the size from the 250 micrometer to 900 micrometer. That the sheath is the plastic coating given to that the cladding for the extra protection. This coating is applied during the manufacturing process to provide the physical and environmental protection for the fiber. The sheath is elastic in nature. Then we have to see the basic principle of that the optical fiber. How that the optical fiber works. That the transmission of the light in that the optical fiber is totally depending on that the total internal reflection. That the when the light is the enters one end of the fiber, it undergoes the successive total internal reflection from the side walls and travel down the length of the fiber along the zigzag path. Then we see that the total internal reflection in the detail. Light propagates as an electromagnetic wave through an optical fiber. Here we see the diagram where that the light is passing from the denser medium, from means here the glass medium to rare medium, which one is the air. And when the ray of the light passes from the glass medium to air, it is bent away from the normal in the rare medium, which one is the shown in this the figure 1. Then when the angle of this the incident phi 1 in the denser medium is the increase, the transmission angle phi 2 increase and refracted ray are bent more and more away from the normal. Then in the second figure, at some particular angle phi c, the refracted ray glides along the ordinary surface so that the phi 2 is equal to 90 degree, which one is the shown in the figure B. Then at angle greater than the phi c, there are no refracted rays at all. The rays are reflected back into the denser medium, which one is the shown in the figure C. The phenomenon in which the light is the totally reflected from a denser to rare medium boundary is known as a total internal reflection, which is the basic principle for the transmission of the light through this the optical fiber. There are two basic conditions required for that a total internal reflection. First one, the light beam always passing from the denser medium, means higher refractive index, to the less denser medium, which one having the lower refractive index, and that the angle of incident is greater than that of the critical angle. Then that the rays are the passing zigzag path along that the optical fiber. Then we have to see what is the propagation, in what way that the light is the passing through this the optical fiber. That one is the modes of propagation. Mode is simply a path from which the light is the propagated through an optical fiber. When the light rays is guided through an optical fiber, it propagates in different types of the mode. The number of modes that the fiber width supports depends on the ratio of the d divided by lambda, where small d is the diameter of the cover and the lambda is the wavelength of the wave being transmitted. Then in naturally there are the two types of the propagation of the mode in optical fiber, which are multimode and single mode. The number of modes in fiber optic cable depends upon the dimension of the cable and the variation of the indices of the refraction of the both the cover and cladding across the cross section. Here we in the diagram we see the single mode fiber and the multi-mode fiber. In the single mode fiber, that one the rays are traveling along the axis of the fiber, but in multi-mode fiber there will be the higher order mode and the lower order modes. That one is the traveling with the zigzag path. In fiber of the fixed thickness, the modes that propagate at an angle close to critical angle are higher order modes. Modes that propagate with angles larger than the critical angle are lower order modes. The zero order ray travel along the axis is known as the axial ray. In case of the lower order modes, the fields are concentrated near the center of the fiber. In case of the higher order mode, the fields are distributed more towards the edge of the waveguide and tend to send the light into the cladding. This energy is lost ultimately. Then we see the classification of the optical fiber. Optical fiber are differently classified into the various type basing on the different parameters. First one, the classification of the optical fiber on the basis of refractive index of the cover and the cladding. In that will be the first one is the step index fiber and the second one is the graded index fiber. Then the second classification on the basis of the modes of light propagation. First one is the single mode fiber and the second one is the multi-mode fiber. Then the third one, classification on the basis of the materials. Here glass fiber means cover and cladding are prepared from the glass. Plastic fiber, second one, in which there will be the cover and the cladding are prepared from the plastic material. Then the third one is the polymer clad silica. On the whole classification, which one are seen in the previous slide, optical fiber are classified into the three main types: single mode step index fiber, second one is the multi-mode step index fiber, then the third one is the graded index fiber. Now we have to see the details of this, the types of this, the optical fiber. First one is the single mode step index fiber. It has a central core that is the sufficiently small so that there is essentially only the one path that the light may take as it propagates down the cable. The refractive index of the cladding is slightly less than that of the central core and is uniform throughout the cladding. Consequently, all light rays follow approximately the same path down the cable and take approximately the same amount of time to travel the length of the fiber. Here we see the diagram of this, the single mode step index fiber. In this, the step index fiber, mostly the costly laser diodes are needed to launch the light into the single mode fiber. Next one is the multi-mode step index fiber. The light rays strike the core cladding interface at an angle greater than the critical angle, are propagated down the core in a zigzag fashion, continuously reflecting of the interface boundary. There are many paths that a light ray may follow as it propagates down the fiber. As a result, all the light rays do not follow the same path and hence do not take the same amount of the time to travel the length of the fiber. Here also, that the input signal is the single light signal, then that one follow the lower order mode and the higher order mode, then we have to receiving the signal. In multi-mode step index, the lower order modes reaches the end of the fiber earlierly, while the higher order mode reach after the some time delay. Then the last one type of the optical fiber is the graded index fiber, which one is the multi-mode with a core consist of the concentrated layer of different refractive index. The refractive index of the core has a high value at the center and follow off with the increasing radial distance from the axial. That's why that one follow this, the envelope type light propagation through this, the optical fiber. Which one is the diagram for this, the propagation of the light through this, the graded index fiber.